Other side of what we call the rip over here at Point Nepean. Now, this gives you an idea of the depth of the water that goes in and out of the heads. And because of the depth and because of the amount of water coming, rather than, you know, a ocean between Tasmania and Victoria, this area here. So we're down here at Queenscliff, over here, Queenscliff Point Lonsdale. Okay, and these big sands still exist.
I was showing them photos of, is that Mud Island?
Yeah. Fishermen and all the people that were assisting would race down and they would get into the lifeboat to go out and try and provide assistance down the race, to get into the water. Now, of course, when they came on with an engine, but let's go. The boat could be ready within 12 minutes, complete with rescue gear. The lifeboat would head out to help.
After launch, we visited Queenscliffe Maritime Museum. Our guide began with an introduction explaining the museum formation, its history, and the various other details.
They also had these rockets. So on the shore, they would fire the rockets out to the ship. They would connect the rockets to rope, and then people would get into these sorts of equipment and be in the water. Of course, you'd hang on to these. So it was not always about. It cut this little naval ship in half, and that was back in 1940. And this, excuse me, the army were out doing some training in their kayaks, and unfortunately there was a disaster. They got caught in very bad weather, and a lot of sink on the bottom, and it became a gun platform. Submarines, and a lot of them were scuttled. This is the old sail. Okay, let's have a look. Obviously, back in 2009, two people, I think, on drugs when you're in here, but what this does, of course, when you're sailing, this is how people lived, and of course a lot of people came out to us. The lightning was actually sunk in Geelong. Caught on fire. There's a photograph of it here. That was one of the great. Now, of course, this is in.
A colony of colony.
There you go. So there. One of the homes. They wouldn't go straight to their boats. They would go to what they call the waiting shed. We'll go to the waiting shed. This is an example of typical, and you'll still see a lot of the little huts, the little houses in what they call fisherman's flat. just over the back there. Look, it was a simple life, but they lived well. They really did. So come in and have a look. And Mum and Dad slept on the floor out there.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can imagine, they, as I said, at 3 o'clock in the morning, but they wouldn't go straight away.
My room is around this.
So everyone's down here, so you're sitting like this and you've got something to hang on to, and of course you're going up and down, and the windscreen wipers of course would make sure that
Yeah.
See you soon.
Thank you so much for this wonderful thing.